Hey, it's good to see you again. If you are wondering how the real estate market has been doing over the last month or so, after a few minutes of listening to this, you won't be wondering anymore. We've been through an absolute roller coaster over the last few months. We know that we have been downhill, but now June, we're on the upswing again. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about why that's going on. So in a lot of ways, the real estate market is performing much better, night and day difference between May and June. Now we kind of expected that because the numbers for May for pending sales already were on the upswing, which meant that there was going to be a lot of closed sales in June, especially for single family homes, but condos and townhomes are also doing pretty well. Now this is for two main reasons. One of those reasons was just a bunch of demand and people being frozen in time, not really knowing what to do. So think about it like this. If you started 2020 with the goal of purchasing a house and then the pandemic hit, you may be unsure if you would need those savings to support your family. The unemployment rate did go up to about 15%, but we saw that drop in the month of May. Many employees that were furloughed got to go back to work. And that was great. That meant you have buying power again. You have more stability. And they went ahead and pulled the trigger in May. And in June, we saw those closed sales go up. So aside from all the pent up demand from the last 3 months and everybody making moves at the same time, we have historically low interest rates. For the first time in history, at least 50 years back since we've been tracking the numbers, interest rates for a 30-year mortgage dropped below 3%, which is astronomically low. And if you actually take time to go on Google to a mortgage calculator or whatever website you use, you'll notice that that is going to save you hundreds of dollars on your mortgage every single month for the next 30 years. So that's huge. And that's another big reason why the market is on its way up and I feel is going to continue to rise in July and August. We're going to have a hot summer, both literally speaking and in the real estate world. So obviously I've been hyping up the month of June a little bit. So I have some statistics I'd like to share with you guys here. In the month of June, year over year, we are only down 11% in closed sales for single family homes. So last year in June, 4,300 homes were sold in the Tri-County area. And this year in June, 3,880 homes were sold. So only 500 fewer homes sold in comparison to last year in the month of June. The median sale price actually went up again, and I've discussed this in my other videos. This is just because of supply and demand. There aren't enough homes on the market in comparison to the buyers that are looking. So here's another number that indicates just what a strong summer we're gonna have. Pending sales for single family homes are up 28% year over year in comparison to last June. So in the month of June, there were 6,000 pending sales. And last June, 2019, we had 4,800 pending sales. So that's going to give you a glimpse into July and August, and we should see those closed sale numbers go way up. So in my opinion, if you're a seller, you still have the advantage in this market, especially in certain pockets. There just isn't enough inventory. So I do like to see that the inventory went up 7.3% year over year as well for single family homes. That's a good thing. Now, like I mentioned, condos are on the upswing as well. You don't see it with the closed sales numbers. And that's mainly because April and May were the worst months in the last 10 years for the condo market. However, if we look at the new pending sale numbers, we are actually up for the first time in months. New pending sales, we have an 8.9% increase, which naturally means that in the next 1 to 2 months, we're going to have many more closed sales. There were also a bunch of new condos that came on the market, over 7,000, which is pretty similar to what we saw last year in June. I think it's going to be a really hot summer. I think that the prices will more or less stay the same, if not go up a little bit over the next 2 months. See me here, same time next month with a new market update. It was good talking to you guys again, and I hope to see you again soon.